Hey guys, it's me. I'm recording this on my phone right now because I didn't know how else to do this because I suck at YouTube. um, Here, let me just connect my earbuds so my mic is clearer. All right, hopefully that worked. Um, I would like to thank my friend Aiden for collaborating with me on this video, but I would like to give a heads up. The editing is not very good. I'm going to say that now. Um, this is my first time doing a video like this. Like a long commentary video. I'm usually more into gaming stuff, and I just haven't edited in a while. Um, I would also like to credit, I think his name was MK Fire and Ice, for the first um, bit of footage of Doom: The Dark Ages, because all of the Horde mode footage from Doom Eternal is mine, but I would still like to credit him for the Dark Ages footage. And I didn't cut out his creator tag in the bottom because that felt like a scummy thing to do. I see people do that all the time. So if I got his name wrong, I apologize. But yeah, his creator tag's in the bottom. I'll also say sorry that the footage is kind of crappy. Um, I recorded it on my phone because I was initially going to try to get it as one video, but I don't have a laptop or anything that I play on. So what I had to do is I had to basically upload the Horde mode footage as a private YouTube video, screen record it, and then put it into CapCut as an overlay. Same with the other one, the Dark Ages footage. Although I just screen recorded that. So again, that's why I'm crediting the guy, because it's not my footage. And even though it's just simple gameplay, it's not mine. So I would like to credit him for that. Um, so if there are any, like, say, notifications, or I know there's one point where I accidentally paused the damn video, or no, I pull up the pause menu on accident. I would like for you to forgive me. I was initially going to edit more in and more clips and all of that, but this video is coming out a lot later than I thought it was going to. This was I honestly planned on having this out days ago. Um, a few days after the game came out. But I'm gonna be so for real with you. I am lazy. I did not want to edit a video. I just was not in the mood to edit. I was like, nah, it can wait. And then I was like, well, I should probably edit this now and get it posted before everyone's like, oh, that's Doom the Dark Ages video. That's so 2 months ago. So it's my bad, 100%. I would like to apologize. But also, I'm hoping that the footage isn't what ruins it for you. If you have something bad to say about the video, I'm hoping it's about my commentary and my friend's commentary and our opinions. And I want to say, don't let the footage take away from what we're saying. I would still like you to listen. I just figured, well, at least giving them footage to look at is better than having a blank screen, because no one's going to watch that. You want something to look at. Also, holy shit, I am so sorry for that first round of Horde mode footage. That was my first time playing Horde mode in like a year. I had just recently reinstalled Doom Eternal. And after that, when I started a second run of it, I did a lot better. I actually got further than I've ever gotten in Horde mode. But, oh, that fucking red guy from the DLC. See, because I haven't played the DLCs yet, so I didn't know you had to just headshot that motherfucker. I'm not gonna get into any of that. I don't want this part to be too long, but I would apologize for me being a fucking dipshit on the first run. I was tired. It was like 11. I had just spent so long recording Horde mode, and I just got off battle mode with my friend. We were playing all day, so I was tired. Um, yeah, those red enemies, those red guys pissed me to fuck off. But I swear I'm not bad at Doom. I'm very good at the game. I haven't played in a long time. Okay. Thank you so much. Hopefully I didn't yap too long here. I know it's been on for like 5 minutes. Um, have a very nice day, and I hope you enjoy the video. Love you all. Make it any better?
No, you're still super quiet. But honestly, when I record, it makes your voice like uber loud, so it's fine anyways.
When I do this.
I'm going to try to speak as clearly as possible because when I record with other people, for some reason my mic just shits itself and I sound horrible, like I'm in a drive-through. Let's wait for you to get your mic ready.
Can you hear me now? Like
Yeah, I
really
can
well?
hear you fine. Anyways, hey gamers, today we're going to be talking about our opinions on Doom the Dark Ages. I'll let you go first since I have a lot to say about the game and yeah.
I got you. Hello everyone. It's me, Immolation from the channel Immolation.
I'll drop the link in the
So glad.
bio.
Yeah. Yeah. So glad Dr. Dank asked me to come on here and give my opinions on Doom the Dark Ages. So first of all, I want to say I haven't beaten the game yet. I'm on chapter 18. I'm pretty sure. Belly of the Beast is the chapter I'm currently on.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and so some of my stuff could not be entirely accurate or improved upon
I mean,
later on to the
I'll
game.
correct you if you're wrong on anything because I beat it.
Okay, I got you. First of all, I figure we start off positive. The Slayer's design, I feel, is really cool. He's incredibly menacing, and I feel that this isn't his worst design. And I put it up there. I don't think it's better than his Doom 1 design, like the original Doom 1. I feel like that design is very iconic. But I still really like his design.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think it looks really cool. I just kind of wish they would explain how he got the Praetor armor and lost that armor and the shield and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Anything else?
yeah, um, the weapon system is kind of I don't like it all that much because considering there's two types of every weapon,
Mm-hmm.
it just kind of looks like there's six weapons and there's
Yeah.
some weapons like the super shotgun and the combat shotgun are very differently designed.
Yeah.
But stuff like the Ravager and what was the one that had a really widespread shot a
The
spread shot.
soul crushing one. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah. But, those two types, those look so incredibly similar that
Uh-huh.
I kind of have a hard time distinguishing them when just looking at the design. So I wish they'd go for more Doom Eternal or Doom 2016, where you have a bunch of weapons instead of only six.
I think I don't like how you could cycle through them. Like if you pressed R2, it would switch to the other versions. For me, because I played the game like I played Eternal, or as best I could. I move around a lot, and it's very quick, like a lot of movement, and it was very awkward for me to try to cycle through the weapons and find which one I wanted to grab instead of it just being right there for me to switch to.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of the movement,
It was ass. I'm gonna be real.
yeah, sprinting was fine. I feel like the areas are really big and open,
Mhm.
and so sprinting just kind of had to be there.
Yeah, I really liked the ability to shield dash because that's kind of what I did in Eternal. I would use the meat hook to move around, and in this game I would use the
Yeah,
shield to move around. So I'm glad they added that as a replacement because I hated backtracking in that game. It would take forever, but there'd always be an enemy or two left that I could just dash to, or I could sprint. I really love the sprinting they added.
yeah. I honestly should have wrote down what I wanted to talk about because I'm just having a hard time trying to think of stuff.
I mean, just I don't know. Think about things you didn't like about it, then, and you can, if you come up with something you liked, you can say it after.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I didn't like about it.
Me.
First of all, there's this one glitch that I don't think has been patched yet, but if you open up your menu
Mhm.
while you're moving, when you close your menu, you just can't move forward, like whatsoever. You have to move to the side because there's just like an invisible wall that spawns you. I think it
Really?
only happens when you're on a sloped surface.
Damn, I've never encountered that.
Yeah. And especially it gets really stressful because it can also happen in water.
Oh,
So yeah. And speaking of water, you just move really slow in water, and I hate
know,
it.
but that's every Doom game with water, like Eternal. Yours just slow. It sucks.
Yeah.
I think a problem I had with the game was it it didn't feel like a Doom game. And I'm not saying I didn't like it because it wasn't like Doom, but for me it fell into the same loop that the new Norse God of War games fell into, where it's just, oh, you fight the same fucking enemy over and over and in the same way. I recently started replaying God of War 3 today, and the enemies all felt unique and was really engaging, and you were constantly pressing different buttons to do different animations and all that. But you don't do that
Yeah.
in the new ones. You're just doing the same attacks and the same animations over and over and over, and that's what it felt like so much. Even though it's a shooter game and it's not different, the enemies didn't feel like dynamic. They just kind of felt like they would sit there, go after you, and hit you, and you had to kill them, and that's all it was. And dude, the amount of times I saw those fucking big spider things that shot the green asteroids at me, or the Komodo
Yeah.
champions, or the Agadan warriors, they were cool. Until I fought them 17 fucking times in every single level ever because they didn't have enough enemies to send after me. And the entire game just became parry, shoot, parry, shoot. And that was the entire game.
Yeah.
It didn't feel as engaging like a Doom game where you're constantly switching weapons and using the different abilities of each weapons. Or, yeah, I don't know. It just fell into the
Yeah.
same loop that the God of War games fell into. They're good games, and so is the Doom game, but they're not as good as the ones before them.
Yeah. Especially like when it came to like them quieting down, I guess you could call it the glory kills.
Oh my
'Cause they
god,
never-
that shit pisses me off how they got rid of glory kills. That's the one thing
Yeah.
I hate about the game.
Yeah, it surprised me even more because like this game is very clearly based on more medieval times mixed up with like advanced technology.
Yeah.
And the thing I know a lot about the medieval times is that it was a really bloody era.
Yeah, and what it felt like is it just felt lazy. Their reason, they call them glory strikes. Their reason for it was, well, you can do them more fluently in battle now, and they're smoother, and you can do them from any angle. Well, one, you could do glory kills from any angle in the previous games, but two, it doesn't mess with anything. If anything, it gives you a second to breathe, and it also negates damage. You don't take damage when you're doing glory kills, and I don't know. It just it really pissed me off, especially on the bosses, because when you first saw the bosses, they would have a glory kill, but then later when you fight them again, they don't have the glory kill, so they clearly did it on purpose. But what it really felt like for so many of them is they were just too lazy to animate all the things, and they didn't want to do it. And that's a common theme I felt so much throughout the game. It just felt, oh, I don't want to do that because it's too much work, so here's parry, shoot, parry, shoot. I don't want to do all that extra work. God.
Yeah, especially because like when I've played like a little bit of 2016,
Mhm.
and I really felt like I was ripping and tearing demons. Like
Yeah.
I felt like I was a force to be reckoned with. But here, I just feel like I'm killing.
It
Like I don't
feels
feel like I'm ripping and tearing. I just feel like I'm killing.
Can I be so honest on what some of the levels felt like?
Yeah.
It literally felt like R-rated Skylanders, like the fucking robot
Yeah.
shit with the mini. It felt like a big mini game. It felt like a Skylanders level. Like when I played Skylanders, the car one on the PS4, it was that.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
robot levels were awesome, though. the dragon levels were so disappointing. The combat in them, I was expecting to fly around and shoot
Yeah.
stuff. Like when you chase those little ships, that's fun. Too bad the entirety of the time you use the dragon, lock on, move left, move right, up, down, shoot, supercharge. Yeah, you can attack normally. Too bad it doesn't do literally anything, so you just kind of have to dodge. So the regular attack is fucking pointless. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It was so lame. I hated it.
Yeah, I didn't really like the dragon levels.
God. And everyone was like, "Oh no!" I'm not going to spoil this for you, but oh no, the dragon. And I was like, "Okay, that happened to the dragon. Cool. I don't care. I don't know that dragon.
Yeah.
I saw it for 30
Especially-
minutes in the game."
Yeah, because I remember one section of the levels, I think it was like the heart section. What was the
Yeah,
heart
yeah.
level called?
Are you talking about the
Like-
one where you're in the belly of the beast and you have to destroy it?
No,
from the
no.
inside?
No, I'm talking like before that. Before you awakened like the big Cthulhu monster, you had to go to this heart, and like activate it with a dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it happened a little bit before then. I was like kind of pissed off at that level because I was just doing the same thing twice because the previous
Yeah.
level I'm pretty sure was a dragon level.
Mhm. Yeah, it was so bad.
I was just like, I'm doing the same thing twice. Why am I doing this twice?
And the lack of Mick Gordon in that game was palpable, dude. It just like
Yeah,
it sounded like metal, but I don't know how to word it. The metal that you heard felt awkward with the gameplay. I don't know. It didn't
Yeah.
feel like metal that would go with the gameplay. Like if you imagine the BFG division in Doom Eternal, that really matched what was going on. This just feels like a game with like I don't know, some random Metallica song in the background. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice that it's metal, but the metal still has to match what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't really do that for me.
yeah. I thought the music was all right. I didn't think it was like bad, but I just thought it was passable.
It was, yeah. Honestly, the original Doom 1993 music is better.
Oh yeah, definitely. At Hell's Gate is such a banger. I could listen to that anywhere, like at a fast food restaurant, while I'm grocery shopping, at my funeral. I could listen to that like all the time.
When I used to play drums, I tried to practice the drums in that song because they sounded so good. But
yeah,
dude, the songs in Dark Ages were so forgettable. I couldn't remember any of them. And honestly, that goes for the entire game too. I can remember some of the first level, some of the second to last level, and I can remember a lot of the second to last level because that was the only truly amazing level in that game. And I can remember the last level, but every other level, I don't remember. I guess there's the one where you wake up the big guy. I don't remember what level that is. It was so forgettable, that entire game. Like, I'm on my third. I just beat it actually the other day. I think yesterday maybe. I beat Doom Eternal for my third time because I hadn't played it in a year. And even after a year, I still remembered almost everything about that game. Like I would walk into a room and I knew what enemies I was going to fight. And when I was doing my second playthrough of Dark Ages, I literally was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. And it was like literally one of the biggest events or rooms in the entire level. It was so forgettable because it didn't have that same engagement that Eternal or 2016 had. You didn't really remember shit. And it's because it's such a slow moving game, and it just felt like every other FPS game, but with the Doom demons. That's literally what it felt like.
Yeah. I can agree with that. And I think like one of the reasons I think that is because I'm really used to 2016, and in 2016, that game's cutscenes are entirely comprised of first-person cutscenes.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot about that.
And I really like that. I really felt like I was there in the action at that time. And so it just kind of caught me off guard when I was playing Doom the Dark Ages, and there was just so much. And it was like, instead of like being in first person, you're like following a lot of other characters. And it was like any other game's cutscene. I was like,
Well,
oh,
that happens in Eternal, where the cutscenes
yeah,
aren't first person, but they're still about the Slayer. I'm going to be honest, the story in Dark Ages felt kind of corny. I think some of the characters were really cool, like Creed Maker, Bishop Creed. I think he was awesome. But I
yeah,
don't give a flying fuck about that Thera girl and how she had a god inside of her. That literally means nothing to me, because that means nothing in the later games. It has nothing to do with literally fucking anything. I don't even know
yeah,
why they added that. I don't care about it. Like, I would rather see cutscenes like in Doom Eternal, the first level, where you're at the meeting of the Hell Priest and you're like pacing around them, and then you cock your shotgun and they're talking to you. You are the main focus of that cutscene, because guess what, Aiden? You're the main character of the game. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't know. It's the game. They didn't do where it's like, okay, well, the con maker, after she left that portal, went and went and made a coffee or something. I didn't
yeah,
care. It was so lame. Like, who even is that god? He doesn't appear later on, so he just meant nothing. I don't know. It
yeah,
was nothing happened to do, or nothing really mattered with the Slayer. I guess, like, sure, they had him contained in the start, and then he breaks out. That is literally the only bit of involvement the Slayer has. I did think it was kind of cool how they took the Betrayer from the base game of Eternal and made him in there. I know he's in the DLCs, but I haven't played them yet, so I can't talk about those.
yeah,
But, I don't
yeah.
know.
My especially big problem is that the humans just aren't really all that good. Like Thera is like just kind of there sometimes.
Mhm.
And spoiler alert for like I think this happened halfway through the game,
Yeah.
but like the two like the demon, like that big bad demon and the witch like were like attacking the king, and he gets like injured and just runs away for like 5+ chapters, and then when his daughter gets kidnapped, oh, he's back.
Yeah, I
No
literally
explanation. He's
forgot
just
about
back.
Thera too. Like, when she got captured, I didn't even know she got captured. Creed Maker, when you kill him, he's like, "Wait, Thera, I can take you to her." And I'm like, "Wait, she got captured?" Because they were so irrelevant, and they had
Yeah,
nothing to do with the game. Honestly, what the game felt like is like they felt like, okay, let's make a good game, but let's just make it only good enough to be on Game Pass and not put any soul into it after that. That's what the game felt like.
yeah.
Like, I'd rate it a 7 out of 10. Was it a amazing experience like every other Doom game in the series? Fuck no. All of those, in my opinions, were like 10s out of 10. Eternal was 11 out of 10. I love that game, and I love 2016. They were so awesome, and you felt so involved. And then, oh, here's this chick with a blue tentacle arm who you don't even know. She doesn't appear later. She's fucking like, oh my god, I'm supposed to care about this character. You see her for like 3 minutes, and then she gets kidnapped, and you have to save her. What?
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Honestly, Thera, I'm pretty sure is what her name is. She's
Mhm.
just really forgettable,
Honestly,
and
yeah,
that's like the worst part about her character is that she's just forgettable. Like
yeah.
all I remember is that oh yeah, she cares about her father.
Mhm.
That's like all I remember.
Yeah. I don't know if she maybe gets mentioned later on in like the DLCs of Eternal, because you get to see King Novik in Doom Eternal, even in the base game, and that guy, who he had the hammer, he had that little mohawk. He is also in Eternal, and he's like a main character in the DLCs, I'm pretty sure. But
Hmm.
yeah, I know they pop up later. I have no idea if Thera does, and if she doesn't, well, what was the fucking point of introducing her? If she's not gonna have a main part like Novik or the Betrayer does later on, why is she there? Yeah, sure, she's a main character of that story. It doesn't matter when that story was the most forgettable thing in all of history. I'm genuinely trying to think right now, what was the story of that game, and all I could tell you was, oh, the Slayer got captured, or no, the Slayer was being controlled, and he didn't want to be controlled, so he stopped being controlled, and he also had to kill Prince Asscrack. I couldn't tell you anything about Thera or the Sentinels.
Yeah.
Also, the Sentinels were so lame in that game. Okay, they're all waiting with their guns aimed at this gate, and you open the gate, like, yeah, they're like, yo, yeah, go get in there. And then I run in there and I turn around and they're still just fucking standing there. Well, what's the
Yeah.
point of you guys being there then? What the fuck? Just make me do it myself.
Yeah.
No, just don't even have them there if they're not going to do shit.
I don't even think.
At least have them shoot lasers that don't even hit the enemy so it looks like they're doing something. Like in Chivalry 2, when there's archers in the forest shooting, even if you get hit by an arrow, it's not going to do any damage. It goes through you. But it looks cool, I guess.
Yeah.
God. They were so...
Yeah. I don't even think they programmed any like friendly AI to help you or assist you in any way. You're just like a one-man army, which is what Doom is basically all about, being a one-man army.
Mm-hmm. But they didn't do it right. When you have the access to an entire army, it doesn't have that feel anymore, but you're just still doing it by yourself. Like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah. And I feel that ties around to the story where, in my personal opinion, this doesn't feel like a Doom story. I don't feel like I'm playing a Doom game. I feel like I'm playing a game with Doom in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's like Velma, how they took the IP of Scooby-Doo, but it wasn't a Scooby-Doo show. It's Doom the Dark Ages took the IP of Doom, but didn't do anything Doom with it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they had the Makers and the Sentinels and all that, and they had the Doomslayer and they had all the demons, but it still wasn't the same things. And I'm not saying it should be the same game over and over. Hell, every Doom game has had something new and unique, but the way they went about doing this one was, I don't know. And like, sure, time-wise it fits into the story, but like the content of the game-wise, it doesn't fucking fit at all. I'm going to tell you this. Doom the Dark Ages is a prequel to Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
What the fuck? The stuff in the game is so much more grand than the stuff in 2016, and then the stuff in Eternal is grand again. And I don't know, because Doom the Dark Ages had so much going on, and I'm gonna be honest, Doom 2016 was kind of a slow burner. It was a good game, but it was really slow. And then Eternal is back to just this super stuff, and it doesn't make sense. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it should be a prequel. It has more stuff in it, and it doesn't explain how you got rid of that stuff. In Doom Eternal, it explains what happened in the Praetor armor. You can see it on a table in Doomslayer's room. Where the fuck does this spiky armor with the cape go?
Yeah, is it just like, did it like get burned? Did it like
I don't know.
Disappear? Did it like go up the Creed's ass crack?
Maybe when he like got super involved with Hayden in the second game or something, they got him new armor. Or I don't know. There's probably a lore thing somewhere, but not everyone wants to read all of the lore of Doom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lore is just one of those things that, you know.
And I'm into Doom lore, but honestly, when I think about it, the Doom lore concerning Dark Ages, I couldn't really care about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I don't care about what happened after Doom 64 and between 2016, which was Doom the Dark Ages. I don't care about that. I'm caring about the stuff that's happening now, or the very, very big stuff that happened in the past, like the Doom invasion, or I'm caring about what's going to happen next. I'm not caring about what already happened that doesn't have an impact.
Yeah.
Like
I can't really talk about the story all that much.
I'm more worried about why Devoth looks more like Doomslayer than I am why Thera has a blue arm and why this is all happening.
Yeah. Honestly, I wish the Big Bag Demon was a lot like Hayden from Doom 2016, where he was just constantly in your ear all the time. Not all the time, but still like in your ear.
Well, I will give props to Doom: The Dark Ages. Their villain was the only Doom villain in all of history who had his shit together. The human guy
True.
from Doom 3 and Olivia Pierce from 2016 were fucking idiots and they were greedy and they let it get to their head and then they died. The makers
Yeah.
the makers feel like they just barely have things under control. They never feel like they've got it fully under control. And they're supposed to be like the big, powerful special guys. And they're supposed to be super technologically advanced and intelligent and smart. And they always feel like they just barely got a grasp on what's happening.
Yeah.
And then
Especially since
Icon of
these
Sin
guys
was a
were able
pretty
to
good demon.
capture Doomslayer. Like,
Yeah.
the Doomslayer.
Like, oh yeah, they're so intelligent. Anyways, let's capture the Doomslayer and let's get in his face and fuck with him. Yeah, that's real smart.
Yeah.
If you want to survive the Doomslayer, it's as easy as don't have the Doomslayer see you as an asshole and then you'll be fine. But no,
Yeah.
no one in the Doom series seems to realize this. The Con Maker, they need the Argent energy to keep their civilization alive. So like, okay, well that's why we need to take Earth. Go to literally any other fucking planet. The Doomslayer's not on those planets. You fucking idiots. Like, oh yeah, you need the Argent energy from the souls mixed with the, I forget what, it's Sentinel energy, and then you can make Argent energy, which keeps you alive. Yeah, take the souls from literally any other fucking alien species except the one that the Doomslayer is protecting, maybe, you fucking idiots. I don't.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. And then the internal when the Con Maker was like, oh yeah, let's just control the Icon of Sin. How the fuck could you not see that going wrong, you idiot?
Yeah.
There's a reason he's dead, and he should have stayed dead. God. I can't believe it. All of the Village of Doom are so stupid, but Prince Azric was the only smart one who's like, stay away from the Slayer at all costs. Don't fight him. Focus on the people. I don't know. He
Yeah.
knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Honestly, I just didn't really like King Azaric. I think that's what his name is.
Yeah.
Mostly because, like, he's not really. Oh god, how do I say this?
A threat?
We rarely see him,
Yeah.
like, as Doomslayer.
Yeah.
And, like, it's just super weird, to me at least, because, like, what makes a perfect villain is, like, you know what they're after,
Uh-huh.
and you really hate them.
Fair, in the last few levels, you see a lot of him. And that kind of makes up for the entire game. I will agree, in the earlier game, you don't really see him that much. But in, I think, like, the last 4 levels, you see a shit ton of Prince Azric, and that makes up for it. I mean, because that's when he's prominent in the story, because you're getting close to him. But
yeah,
I don't know. He's like a lot of things in that game. They didn't do enough with him. Like, they really, really tried to advertise that dragon and the robot, and you use them for like 3 levels each and for 3 minutes each.
Yeah.
Then
especially the robot, because like all of its levels are literally just you punch stuff. Here's a gun, you shoot stuff.
Fun. You felt like a badass blocking and doing all those special moves and stuff. And the glory strikes and the giant robots made sense because you're hitting them super hard and they're dying. Anywhere else, it doesn't make sense. Why does the dragon get a glory kill? Or why is it a glory kill when you jump above and do the glory strike? But nowhere else in the game. It just felt so underwhelming. That was the entire game. It was underwhelming.
Yeah. Especially the dragon levels. They made me like want more from them. I don't know why.
Probably the most underwhelming thing in the game.
Yeah.
Like they really like try to sell that dragon tree. Like, yeah, take over the skies in your dragon and da da da. Oh yeah, but anyways, you get to use them for 6 minutes and it's the same shit over and over.
Yeah. that was my main gripe with the dragon levels. I'm pretty sure I said that earlier, but like you're just doing the same thing.
Yeah. It was again.
Evade,
It's like
shoot.
the God of War
Evade,
thing.
shoot.
It's just the same crap over and over.
Yeah,
Ugh. Again, I don't dislike the game. I think it was a good game. Honestly, a 7 out of 10. But it was
yeah,
so underwhelming, and it wasn't what I expected. If it came out earlier than 2016 in Eternal, I would have loved it. I would have thought, oh man, this game was fucking sick. Oh my god. But it's
yeah,
when you release that after 2016 and Eternal,
yeah.
it just like how can you release some of the most epic fucking things ever, and then you release like, I mean, it's good, but it's
Yeah.
not the best. And I appreciate that they were being brave with their approach on it, I guess, and trying to make it different, because that's a problem a lot of things have, where it's just they're releasing the same thing over and over, Call of Duty. But I don't
Yeah.
know. I think doing it differently doesn't really make it good. Sometimes I think you should keep some of the stuff that made it good and try to add on to that rather than just getting rid of it and replacing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, I don't even like the BFG in that game. Sure, it's the same gun, but it just feels corny as shit. Huh.
Yeah.
BFC, big crossbow. That shit was so corny, and I only used it when the game told me to. I never wanted to use that thing in the game. But
Yeah.
not that I needed to either, because the game was piss easy. I did not
I
lose.
know.
I didn't lose a single level. Sure, I lost a life occasionally, but I did not lose on a
Yeah.
single level.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like it's my first playthrough. I'm playing on the normal
Mhm.
difficulty. I've only ever had to use life signals. I've never like actually died.
Yeah. Like I've never lost more than 2 life sigils on a level, and the one time I did lose 2 is because I was swarmed and I couldn't move, and so, so
Yeah.
I had to just like shoot my way out, and then I lived, and then I beat the level, obviously. But
Especially the fodder demons.
there have
I
been
do not like the fodder demons.
oh my god, yeah, those fucking stone imps, get them out of the game.
I know.
But like, there have been times on Doom Eternal where I've had like 5 lives and I still died because the game was so much harder. I'm not going to say the game was so hard. It's a difficult game. Once you're into the loop of it, though, it's easy. But just there are some areas and some levels that are just so outrageously like, how do you expect me to beat this? That like, even if you had 8 lives, you're going to die. Okay, well, maybe not
Yeah.
8, but like 4. Definitely, I've still lost a level with 4 extra lives before.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, the best way I can describe the fighting in that game is like the Marauder from Eternal. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, the Marauder is such a hard boss." Have you fought the Marauder yet?
Honestly, no, I have not played like any of Doom Eternal,
Okay, well,
which I will
I'll tell you how to
once I
fight him.
beat Dark Ages.
I'll tell you how to fight him. He runs at you. His eyes flash green. You shoot him when his eyes flashed, and he gets stunned, and you shoot him again, and then you just do that over and over. That was the entirety of Doom: The Dark Ages. Everyone was just Marauder. You block it and shoot them. You block it and shoot them. I mean,
Yeah.
Marauder was you shoot them and then you shoot them again, but still. Honestly, Marauder was more of an engaging fight than any of the other bosses. I don't. And that stupid like I mean, honestly, I did kind of like the morale part. We had to lower a boss's morale, but
Yeah.
they did that so much in the later levels.
I know, dude.
It completely killed the experience. I'm going to tell you this, like the third to final level, I think that's what it is, has like 6 of those. It is so
Bullshit.
overdone. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. They just only do that, or like it's oh my god. It just they made the game too easy, and when they did introduce a challenge, they overdid it to the point where it wasn't a challenge anymore and it didn't feel
Yeah.
unique. And it really felt like they just kind of scrambled together to make a game, and it didn't feel like even the same people who made it. If you told me, oh yeah, none of the people who worked on the other Doom games worked on this one, I would believe you 1,000,000,000%. that no
Yeah.
one from the other Doom games worked on that.
Yeah, it feels like really different from 2016
And
and Eternal.
and here's the one everyone's been waiting for. That game was not worth $80. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it's a new game and they're gonna add stuff later. Like they said they're gonna add a DLC, but when Doom Eternal came out, I'm pretty sure it already had like the other game modes. Correct me if I'm wrong. But even Doom now, Doom Eternal, it has the base game, it has Horde mode, it has the online mode, it has all of this customization, and it also has 2 DLCs. Dark Ages campaign.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck else? I just spent $80 on this game. What else can I do? You can play the campaign again and get a different colored skin for Doomslayer. Oh yeah, because I want to do that.
Yeah.
It's
Dude, I didn't even like the different skins. Like as much as I love customization, I love customizing characters.
Mhm.
I don't even see my character outside of cutscenes.
Exactly. That's what made the customization in Eternal cool, because there were a lot of cutscenes and all of them showed the Slayer. In Doom the Dark Ages, there's like 3 cutscenes that show the Slayer, and one of them is when he's a zombie, so that's not even the same outfit. So you barely even get to see the damn thing. It's just a flex, I guess. It's like you don't see them. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, also like almost all the skin. Oh, fuck me. A lot of the skins, like if not all of them that I have seen at least, are just color palette swaps.
Yeah. That is all of them. Okay, you've got the basic Doomslayer. If you beat the game on regular difficulty, you get a black colored Doomslayer. And the next one is a white colored Doomslayer. It's the same exact skin with a different color.
Yeah.
Sure, Doom Eternal did that, but then they also had really cool different skins. And again, to be fair,
Yeah.
it's a new game, but half of the really different skins you got from the campaign on Eternal. Oh,
Like is it so much hard to ask for like another like unicorn slayer or like
honestly,
something like that where
there
it like
was
adds
nothing in that game for $80. That game shouldn't have been $80. It was
Yeah.
such a nothing burger.
I don't think it's $80. I think it's I'm pretty sure it's $70.
I thought it was like $80. Well,
Nah,
anyway, I'm not paying
it
$70
was
for that
70.
either. For that experience, I would pay at most $40.
Yeah.
Tell me
Especially for the
one thing about
replay
that
value.
game that screamed 80. Tell me one thing about that game that screamed $80.
You have a gun?
Oh
You could shoot it?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You're right, man. My bad. The game 11 out of 10, 20 out of 10. Game of the year. I swear to God, if that game wins Game of the Year, it's a good game. If that wins Game of the Year, I'm quitting gaming forever. It's like how Astrobot won Game of the Year.
Do not be dissing Astrobot. That game is
Shut the
goated.
fuck- I got on the PlayStation this morning and I looked down and it said, your friend, AB-Immolation, platinumed Astrobot. I'm like, there's no fucking way.
Dude, it's a fun game. All right, I will defend that game to my grave. I love it so much.
I liked it when there was nothing else to play because I didn't have Wi-Fi. I was like, oh, this is a cute game. It's not a game that I'm going to try to platinum.
Dude, it's like one of the easiest platinums ever. It's literally just like collect all the bots and like do a couple random stuff. You know?
I mean, to be fair, I did Astro's Playroom, the free one. I don't think I have Astrobot, but
Yeah. Do not be dissing my boy Astro's Playroom.
Hey,
I will not be
what was a better
taking
game,
any
Doom the Dark
disrespect.
Ages or Astro's Playroom?
Ooh. That's kind of hard because there's 2 completely different genres.
Okay, well, which one did you enjoy more?
Honestly, I'm incredibly biased when I say Astro's Playroom because I grew up playing a lot of PlayStation IPs.
Mhm.
So
Well, I'm
yeah,
gonna
I'm
be,
gonna have to say,
I'm gonna be real, buddy. I agree with you. Astro's Playroom all the way, except for the fucking frog levels. That game was better.
yeah.
Fuck that frog, dude. Oh my god.
Wait a minute, hold up. Uh, you should like in editing the video, you should pull up like the Astro's Playroom custom controller, and I think Doom: The Dark Ages has a custom controller. I don't know. I would assume so, since I'm pretty sure like every other Doom game had one.
Uh-huh.
So you should like find one and like just compare them.
Hold on. I'm gonna look up Astro's Playroom custom controller. I'm gonna pause the video real quick, and then I'm gonna unpause it when I open the picture.
I got you.
Oh, bro. That's actually kind of cool. Wait, does like the touchpad, like, do the eyes move around, or is that just a decal?
I'm pretty sure that's just a decal.
Damn it. That's literally just a regular PlayStation controller with more blue.
Look at Doom: The Dark Ages controller. Or do you want me to send it?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, well, I found an Xbox controller for it, but
Yeah.
that is so lame.
Wait, oh, why does it have custom buttons? What the fuck?
That is why. Why the fuck is the left bumper orange and the other one isn't?
Why?
That is so ass.
There's also just like the mark of the Slayer in like the bottom
Yeah.
right.
Like it looks awkward. It looks awkward there.
Yeah.
The controller looks like something I'd wipe my ass with. That's what the blood stain is.
Yeah.
Oh, have you
Oh,
seen
no,
that?
no.
Have you seen the Doom custom Xbox where it's just a block with the mark of the Slayer?
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen that.
It is just a rectangle with the mark of the Slayer on it, dude. I don't care how much it is. If that's $1, I'm still not getting it.
Custom Xbox, come on. Okay, that's for Doom. It's still not showing me anything crap.
Oh my god. Dude, I've seen some low-key ass custom controllers though, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna try during this video, if I edit it, I'm gonna try to get some like Doom footage and stuff in the background.
Yeah. If you need me to send you some, I can.
I can just find some on YouTube and I'll link the creators in the description. Like I'll credit them. I mean, and I can also just if I can't find a good
What is-
example, I will literally just go back and play that level in Doom Eternal because I'm so good at that game.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we ready to continue?
Yeah, we're at 43 minutes, so I was gonna try to get to an hour, but if there's anything else you want to say to finish it off, we can take our
Oh, yeah.
if you think we should finish now. I don't really have much to say left about the game.
I have one thing.
Yeah.
What's up?
I just think I don't know. They should have done more with what they had. What were you saying?
Yeah. But I have like one gripe with the game.
Yeah.
For some reason. Okay. So here, let me give you a little backstory, okay? I was just chilling. I saw that there's a Doom: The Dark Ages Twitch drop for a skin that looks kind of alright, but hey, it was a free skin. So I created a Bethesda.net account,
Oh god.
connected it to my Twitch, and I got the skin. I claimed it in that Bethesda.net account.
Mm-hmm.
Only to find out I couldn't connect to Doom: The Dark Ages. Like I would type in my login, and it just wouldn't log. It wouldn't log me in. I was hella confused. And that's not the worst part. So like then after I hopped on Doom Eternal because you really wanted me to play Battleground with you.
Yeah, the Battleground is so fun.
It was really fun, but that's not the point. I looked in the settings, saw that I had already created another Bethesda account, probably when the game first launched. And that was connected to my PlayStation, but I couldn't disconnect it through Doom Eternal. I had to go to an external website, but I couldn't even log in because the two options, forgot username and forgot password, didn't work. Because if I did if I pressed forgot username, it prompted me to put in the email address. And when I did put in my email address, it would send me a recovery email for the new account I created, because the account I created when Doom Eternal came out and the account I created when Doom the Dark Ages came out shared the same email.
I remember being in a call with you, and you spent like 30 minutes, like on and off, trying to fuck with the damn Bethesda account. And I remember
Yes.
you were like, "Wait, no, don't start a match." And I sat there like awkwardly for like 5 minutes waiting for you to get it hooked up.
Yes. And I couldn't do forgot password because for some reason, when I typed in the username exactly how it was put, it didn't send me a recovery email.
Oh my god, dude.
And for some but fucking reason, you can't disconnect through the games. You have to go to an external website. Why?
What the fuck?
Why? I looked it up, and the two solutions were on PC. One literally required you to like disconnect your internet, and then plug it back in, and then retry like constantly. This is for a Doom Eternal, not Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Until you like get prompted with to log back in, or you can log into the different account. And the second option was going into your files and deleting a file. Why? Why? My thoughts exactly. So I sent out a support ticket like two days ago, and I'm just waiting for them to respond back.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny, dude. Honestly,
I know.
oh man, I get the QuakeCon 2021 and 20 skins, and you don't get them because your thing's not hooked up. I get 2 skins on Slayer that you don't get. Oh,
I do have the QuakeCon skins because I connected when I first like launched. Gotta hit you with the actually.
Well, it just gives you those if you connect your thing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So I'm just super happy right now. And now I have a Twitch drop sitting in an account.
Oh my god,
So,
I need there to be a Doom game, but it's DOOK, it's Duke, and you play as Duke Dennis the entire game. And instead of him being angry that his rabbit died, he's just angry that someone went, "You always getting full," and then that's the entire reason he kills everyone.
absolute gaming.
I'm gonna make that game. I'm gonna make that a mod. You always getting full.
Yeah, if that's the end, I just want to say thank you, Dr. Dank, for having me on this
Of course.
channel, and yeah. So and viewers, if you're watching, if you aren't subscribed, I'm gonna come to your house, and I'm gonna force you to have to beat the game on Nightmare only using the chain shot. So you better hit that subscribe button.
Chain shot, that was a horrible gun.
Yeah.
That gun was
So you better hit that sub button.
Okay, do you want to?
Or else.
Should I end the video off by just screaming and cutting it off, or do you want to both do it? Or should we both scream at the same time?
I don't want to scream because my dad's sleeping, I'm pretty sure.
Well, too bad. Wake him up.
No, I'm not doing that.
It was a Doom video. Okay. I'll do a whisper yell. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Ah!